October 29th, 1961 dawned bright and sunny after a night drizzle which transformed the dusty park into a fresh, glistening scene of green bushland. Our first ticket seller, Mrs. Joyce Pert, was seated at the ticket office, which consisted of a table under a colourful beach umbrella. Sid Gillies was the driver, and Ray Savage, the guard of the first train, now waiting patiently at the platform for the first patrons. An excited group of boys and girls clambered aboard with an old grandma. "All aboard! And keep your hands in!" cried Guard Savage as he blew his guard whistle and held aloft the green flag. Driver Gillies gave an acknowledging toot on the locomotive whistle as he engaged the gears, released the brakes, and opened the throttle. The first revenue-earning train of the DVR was on its way. Hello everyone. Today is the 60th anniversary of the Diamond Valley Railway, a miniature railway situated amongst the parks of Lower Eltham. I've chosen to narrate some historic background and information from the Diamond Valley Railway story, with some sections being modified to suit the structure of the video. All rights go to the Diamond Valley Railway Incorporated. This book is offered to members and friends of the DVR to mark the Silver Jubilee of the Diamond Valley Railway. Most of the information contained herein has been previously published in the club's newsletter. If you have not been to Eltham, it should be located in your mind's eye, for this 184mm, 7¼ inch gauge railway is located in Parklands, close to the Diamond Creek, from which it gets its name. It began in this location in 1960 after the closure of the Chelsworth Park Railway. The railway was the brainchild of the late Mr. Clem Meadmore. It operated for many years at Chelsworth Park, Ivanhoe, before flooding caused its closure. But a number of young men and women saw the possibility of the miniature railway operating elsewhere. These dedicated people, together with Mr. Meadmore, struggled to rebuild the railway on an area of the Eltham Lower Park which was virgin bushland. Mr. Meadmore passed away just after trains began to run again. A club was then formed to take over the running of the railway and has continued to grow. As from the 19th of March 1974, the railway became incorporated as a public company limited by guarantee. Today, a number of the original dedicated people of the Chelsworth Park Railway and the Diamond Valley Railway are still currently with the railway. It is just on 60 years since the groundwork started at Eltham, and in these years, DVR has shown what it takes to make a successful miniature railway. The aim of the DVR is to provide people who are not normally railwaymen the opportunity of building and running a real passenger carrying railway system in miniature. The railway operation and construction is based on, or as near as possible, that of the Victorian railways, using scales of a 6 full size for rolling stock, a 1/4 full size for signals, and 1/2 full size for buildings, and is operated through the voluntary efforts of the members. Membership is open to any interested person over the age of 16 years. Revenue derived from the train operations is put back into the railway for maintenance and new works, while some of it goes off to worthwhile charities. We would like to record our appreciation of the help and encouragement given from the many members and friends of the DVR who contributed in one way or another to the compilation of this book. To those who have been with the DVR since the early days, and who have, with foresight, dedication, and plain hard work, made us what we are today, a special thank you. In the modern era, DVR still continues to operate during a time of constant lockdowns due to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. DVR is 100% non-for-profit and is run completely by volunteers. As a member of the Diamond Valley Railway myself, I've gotten to know a friendly atmosphere of fellow members of all ages with different stories to tell. I've always felt like I've had a place at Diamond Valley Railway, long before I was a member, as I used to ride on this railway when I was a child. Once a customer, and now a member. DVR replicates what it's like to run a real railway system except in miniature form. Many trains from our fleet are replicas of full-size trains, like this century-old Tate train. Here is what our very own Tate train looks like, next to the full-scale Tate train, preserved at the Newport workshops. The Diamond Valley Railway will be reopening once again on October 31st. If you want to buy a ticket, I'll leave a link to bookings in the description below. Thank you for watching, and on behalf of DVR, we hope to see you all again very soon.